Hey, okay, so here's your ankle weights. Let's start in first and make sure that your glutes are engaged and your stomach's in and that you keep your rectangle, okay? So just put your hand on your hip, grab something, and you're gonna come up to a passe, and then you're just gonna lift like 10 times. But make sure that that hip flexor is being used, okay? And then you can take a rest. And then do it again. Like 10 more. Okay? And then take a little rest. And then do it again. 10 more. And then rest. And then do the other side, okay? I mean, turn around and do the other side. Also, again, starting in passe. Or it doesn't, and again, it doesn't have to be a high passe. It's just easier to turn out if you do this. And don't practice cycling, okay? Because you know how much I love that. So, okay, then you're gonna go to the attitude and back in, and attitude and back in. Now, this is also, if you're doing it right, you're gonna feel it on the standing leg side too, okay? So attitude and attitude, same thing with the 10, and then rest 3 times, and then go side, or al second, right? Devant al second. And then you can do attitude also, okay? Make sure, again, it doesn't have to be a high passe. I mean, when you're doing this, you're gonna try and get it higher. You will feel it here all the way around, okay? So the passes and the attitudes, and then we can even sit down on the floor and turn out your legs and either sit up against a wall or make sure your back is really flat and flex your feet. And you can do little lifts. Again, like 3 sets of 10 and 3 sets of 10, like that, okay? And that's gonna, again, if you're turned out, try not to do it like this because that'll engage your quad. So we gotta make sure that it's your hip flexor muscle that you're using, and that's what's gonna get stronger. Just when you have your ankle weights on, you could lift, 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 lift. Or let's say on a stair or just something, you could do these calf raises, right? And then make sure you're holding on to something. Now these don't have to be turned out, okay? And then you can hold, try and do some balances, hold balances, hold, 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 with or without weights, okay? But if the weights are on, try to be turned out, okay? You could even do it like with bent knees, and then as you'll feel it right here, okay, in your arches. But yeah, I guess one of those wooden sticks would be helpful. But always make sure if you are stretching one way that you stretch the other way. If you're working on something, make sure to work the opposite. I trust that you will. If you're in pain, that's too far, okay? Oh, also frog stretch with the ankle weights, okay? So, because it'll weigh your feet down a little bit. Also, up against the wall, straddle with the ankle weights. You could also like put it around like this part of your foot, the ankle weight, instead of your ankles, so that if you needed to like slip it off real fast, you could, or just kick it off. I will think of more stuff to give you, and don't mind the mess. That's